So thank you, Ashraf. My guest is Professor Riette de Kock, and she is the 2017 SA Women in Science Award winner, Distinguished Woman Researcher. Welcome, and thank you for giving us some of your time. It was very interesting to hear you deliver your paper this evening. But I want to know from you what the various forms in which sorghum is consumed as food, because everybody just thinks we make beer out of sorghum, and what nutritional qualities it has.
Yes, sorghum is indeed a very exciting crop, even though it's currently not used to its fullest potential, I believe, in South Africa. So traditionally it's used for various forms of porridges, thin and thick, fermented porridge. You might be familiar with ting. Mm-hmm. And it's also used as an alcoholic drink, you mentioned that, but also non-alcoholic beverages. And sorghum really has many unique properties. So it gives us satiety. So when you take a sorghum meal, it means that you can be sustained for a pretty long time, and you don't get hungry. And that's a very important quality. Sorghum also has unique plant phytochemicals, and these things are things that give you health promoting properties. And some of the health promoting properties in sorghum is actually very unique. We do not find them in wheat, we do not find them in maize, for example. And that's really, really important from a food product development point of view. So I believe that we should be designing foods for specific uses. You know that we've got a very successful athletes at the Commonwealth Games
who are doing very well, by the way.
Who are doing very well. So designing foods for athletes, for example, sorghum has potential for the treatment of diabetes, because it's a slower digestible starch, which means that the glucose in your bloodstream are released at a slower rate.
You know, some of your work is I suppose, manipulating food to be more tasteful, especially for urban populations or people in transition, because we eat, our tastes have kind of developed in a different way. But I wonder what we are losing when that food is manipulated to attract more people or make it more palatable.
Yes, so if you think of urbanization that is happening at a very, very fast rate in Africa and also in South Africa, people are changing their consumption patterns. So traditionally we used to prepare porridges from plant source staples, but nowadays, especially the young population and the millennials, they are searching for convenient food products, modern food products, pasta, pizza, and we need to develop modern food products from our very unique African grain called sorghum. So we are looking into developing products such as snacks, biscuits, ready to eat, ready to go, convenient.
Without losing the nutritional value.
Without losing the nutritional value. As a food scientist, I am very much focusing on optimizing the nutritional value and always making sure that you are benefiting the consumer and his nutritional needs.
So how are you, and this is finally my question, how are you going to make sure that the population in Southern Africa almost creates efforts with other like countries to develop better and get us to use more sorghum to be healthier and benefit from, the nutritional benefits of sorghum? Because at the moment we think of it in a very small way. So how do we educate our consumers?
So at this World Sorghum Conference, we are exposed to many delegates from various African countries and also countries outside of Africa, the US, China, Australia, and people in these different countries are developing very, very, very interesting food products. They are using sorghum, for example, for making tea, a tea-like beverage.
Wow.
So they are using components in sorghum for
I
as
see you've got
natural
biscuits here. as well.
colorants. We've been developing a biscuit that hopefully will soon hit the market, and we want to educate the youth in particular so that they understand the climate smart properties of sorghum and the health promoting properties of sorghum, so that we see it in a new modern light.
Professor, thank you so much for your time, and I know you've got a conference to get back to, but thank you so very much for talking to us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Ashraf, thank you. We'll be back later talking to yet another Professor Yebu Dudu, but for now, back to you.